Hey guys, welcome back to the vlog. Louisa.
So guys, we're here. You know, I did a vlog inspired by you, notice.
Live in
But we also have the last poet. And the last poet used rap and poetry as a form of resistance. So what we know today as rap music and hip hop came from the last poets. So in Trinidad, the enslaved Africans also had forms of protest. They would fight openly with the colonizers. They would have passive protest and
Everybody clap if you love what you see, make some noise!
Guys, just finished performing.
Yeah, nah, yeah, basically. Yeah, man.
thank you, New York!
Oh God, all that, what is going on? What's the vibes? What's going on? Yeah, man. Well,
We're live.
I'm telling you, we're very, very live, you know, all is well. What's going on, Joe?
Hi there. What's going on? The last take the stage of the year.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. There's only good vibes right through now. I mean, listen to some music, vibes it out.
So,
Talk to
take
me.
the stage, a gift to the nation, a year in review. What did we just see?
Well, we just heard the Cascadoo. Cascadoo is 10 in New York.
Wow.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Only big stuff.
Yeah.
And that was our very own Kelsey
Yeah,
Brown.
she did a vlog. So we went to New York. We went to Cascadoo. Where in New York did you go?
We
I know
were
it's a
in,
few places, but
well, we were in Brooklyn for the most part at a place called New York Hostel.
Yes.
Yeah.
more hostel.
More hostel, very hospitable guys. You know what I mean? It was real good vibes. And we hit a lot of locations as
The reason
well.
why I asked you, Emmanuel, is because I wasn't there. So again, this experience firsthand from the mouth of somebody who was there. So
Yeah.
how it was.
It was really nice. It was good. Unfortunately, we couldn't carry all the poets that we wanted up there.
Yeah.
But it was still real vibes. We did the best with what we could. You know what I mean? And I mean we hit a couple of locations well, right? A couple of libraries we hit. You know what I mean? This library had a nice little backyard kind of thing going on there as well.
They do a
Seriously.
backyard jam.
Well, hey, you got it that jam.
Okay.
But you know, it was vibes all the same.
Nice.
You know, we just shared poems, shared talent.
So nice.
You know, that melting pot of cultures.
That is what Cascadoo is about.
Yeah.
Sharing of cultures through
Absolutely.
poetry.
Yeah.
So, before you continue about the Cascadoo experience this year, let us go to a poem that was done. Then when we come back, you'll tell them where that poem was done. Let's go to one of our very own calendar poets, 2022. 2021, 2022, and a poem that they did. So, yeah.
Let's do that.
Breaking news. 8 people were shot dead in the span of 4. The body of 12-year-old Amy has been reportedly found at the bottom of a. The coronavirus has placed and claimed the lives of 1,000 plus persons in this country. As I switch from station to station, I feel nothing but disappointment, a pain, frustration, and a burning resentment toward you, a failure, a child I wish I never had. It makes me sick, even thinking about you, Trinidad, with your mindset. You settled for developing instead of development. False hope for an island which we were made to believe was heaven sent as you hammer a culture corrupted by 1% of the vultures as you soar above the rest, preying on desperate and misguided flesh. So with this poem, nobody's safe. Because you see, you're fed up with the current state of the state, so don't feel you could escape the side effects of the sickness these words will bring, infecting one by one, starting with all you so-called kings. It's time to dethrone this coward called man, whose eyes undressed and exposed, who still has the audacity to cushion rape by saying her clothes were too tight, too short, see-through, uncalled for, so she looked for that. It's what you say. Because as a man, you can't seem to fight the masculine urge to have things your way, so you continue to fight, verbally abuse day and night, until you, the one who overlooks this behavior, releasing these men with criminal charges, charged for several counts of murder and rape, a disgrace to our society. I'm starting to realize that this justice system needs to be revised and charged for murder, disloyalty and lies. It targets the poor as it causes the rich to rise, taking bribes, a system that causes corruption to go cold, and laws since the 90s are still being upheld. You see, the state of the state are fed up with it. And sadly, gender-based violence and the justice system is just the beginning of failure. A child I wish I never had. It makes me sick, even thinking about you, Trinidadians, the ones who refuse to wear a mask, refuse to social distance, while we constantly have to ask all your hard-headed humans just to protect yourself. And because of you, I suffered a loss myself, my aunt, and not to mention the racial tension on a rise. It's ignored by the public, a disregard for the lives of my people. As if 300 years of torture was not enough, you still profile me based on where I grew up. I'm unable to make a living, trying to make ends meet, compared to cockroaches unable to reach my peak. A system turned against me, a failure to provide, a government whose only interest is just to divide. You see, I'm fed up with the state of the state that we live in. Honestly, I can't seem to stand it. And every time I switch station to station, it's the same thing. Thank you.
Oh, very
Just
good.
Brandon Butcher, you know.
So tell me, where that was, Emmanuel?
Alright, so here we're going
It
on.
was a library, a backyard.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
ain't seen no backyard or library.
Now we even went in the people, the hostel where we were. We had our open mic inside of there.
Papa, yo.
Yeah, understand, full showcase something.
Nice.
But where that one happened was at the New Yorkan Cafe.
We only went to the New York.
No, I'm telling you. I want to tell you about this
God.
cafe. No, this is, I'm telling you. I am telling you. So this place is very well known in the poetry circle as the place to be, the place to touch down. They say if you never perform there, you're not a real poet and all these kind of things. I don't know, but that is what I hear.
So Brandon is a real poet.
Well, I guess officially now, you know, by their rights. That is what
Lovely.
they're saying. So, you know, Brandon really delivered the heat. That was one of about 3 poems that he would have done for the night there.
Nice.
Right? We may or may not get into all of them, you know, but he really mashed up the place with that one.
Tell me something. Was it just the Roots Calendar poets and the Story Speller alone, or were there other poets as well that night?
Yeah, there were some other poets. I mean, we really were the feature, right? So we literally took the stage.
Okay.
Right? So you take the stage on top, right? We take the stage. But yes, we had a lot of other poets that were around in the space, in the audience, you know, just giving the support, of course, and sharing, right? There's a lot of other people.
Cascade is about, that's it?
Oh, God,
I
come
mean,
on.
10 years this year.
Crazy,
Wow.
crazy. Yeah, yeah. So,
So-
definitely that melting pot of
So
cultures.
that, let me make sure my math's right. Since 2012, y'all would have been exchanging, Roots Foundation would have been exchanging cultures through poetry.
Definitely getting there,
Lovely.
doing
And
our
10 years,
thing.
next year I'll make it 11. Cascade
Yeah,
is
yeah,
such an
yeah,
exciting thing.
absolutely.
So, what we doing tonight? Tonight is the last weekly stage, but it's also a gift to the nation, right? So, these poems were never before seen, never before aired. If it wasn't there tonight, you
the
didn't
gift.
see it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's
right?
the gift. That's the gift.
So, that's the gift to the nation.
There is exclusive content. We did not live stream the event. The only people who would have seen these performances were people who were actually there in New York at the time, right? So yeah, that is really our gift. But of course, we're gonna sprinkle in some other little things for you.
Because Roots is not Cascade alone. We have so
Yeah,
much
yeah,
more
yeah.
than
We have a
just-
lot of other things
yeah.
as well. You know what I mean? And take the stage and all. It's more than just
True.
that one little part there. We had
Yeah.
to train some nice things,
Of
so a
course,
couple
of
of other
course, of
surprises
course.
too.
All right.
Yeah, no.
So,
What we have?
who we are next? I
don't
believe
know.
it's a young man. I believe it's a young
I am man
man.
coming to bless it up.
Bless up the mic.
Yeah, it's something like you know, this young man, I mean, he gets me every time, eh? You know what I mean?
Even though he gets you every time, he's a solid boy.
Of course not. I mean, the man delivers he brings the heat. He
brings
too
the heat.
would have blessed up the mic about 3 times. That, I mean, just that kind of memory that you attend these poems back to back to back at such a young age. I wasn't in that age.
Oh.
I'm telling you.
All
Yeah,
right,
that's
well,
that.
come in to bless up. You take the stage, the gift to the nation, the last take the stage of the year.
Woo!
Jabari Collins.
Jabari!
So, I know some of you all might disagree with this, but in the case of maths versus English, there's no debate. Math wins 10 times out of 10. Yes, I know haters are forever going to hate, but seeing as I find myself in the midst of a league of linguists, people to whom I may seem a clear heretic for calling out what I believe to be a loose canon lexicon, allow me to explain my position. Actually, first allow me to explain that I am a living contradiction. Although oxymoron may be a bit of a better fit, the latter half of that term carries its own connotations, but I digress. So where was I? Yes, back to my position. It all started at the ripe old age of non-existence. What? Don't be surprised. The height of my existence was before I came into being. Keep in mind, I said I'm a contradiction. So it only makes sense that I find the most value in a zero, especially considering that in the world of mathematics, a zero isn't simply a zero. You see, where English sees nothing as simply nothing, here we understand the power of holding space. So bear with me as I make my case and void your need to bother giving one. Firstly and foremostly, I have found something of a kindred spirit in the oxymoronic nature of a placeholder. Which is why, when he came to me with his plight, I listened with open ears to complaints like, how the ras them can see I's just nothing? Translating to, how can they not see that within me isn't the mere absence of value, but a precursor to it? He said, dog, they're so stupid they don't even know what they don't even know. Meaning, they know not what I represent, that I herald more than they can even imagine. That me sitting here, holding this space, is akin to a magician warning you that you are about to see entire infinities materialize before your very eyes. For what is infinite? More than 2 placeholders joined at the hip. Now for this last one, he real cuss all out, so I'm not gonna repeat that. But what he means to say is English. You have the words to explain, so teach them to name me right. I am not just nothing. I am potential. I am a child not yet born. Whether I'll become something Pythagorean or Shakespearean, I do not know. But I will become something. And for now, that is enough. For now, simply being here, holding this space, reminding you that I at least exist, is enough. Thank you.
Tell you,
Jabari, boy.
Jabari does deliver. You
So-
understand?
we have the Roots Calendar Poets, right? 2021 to 2022. Tell me a little bit about that team.
Well, I mean, to qualify for that team, you would have had to place really well in our Roots Poetry Slam, all right? And those who didn't make it through the Roots Poetry Slam, you would have had to come in the Last Chance Slam, all right? Which is that next opportunity we give the youths and them. I like to say to redeem themselves, but maybe that is a strong word. Because I mean, they really brought the fire to the slam, right? So we really wanted to give them a chance through that. So the Roots Calendar Poets, I mean, is highly skilled spoken word poets, period, full stop.
And they would have been training ever since they placed on the team.
Absolutely, absolutely. You know, we had some amazing coaches really coming through to kind of mentor them in a way, you know, to really hone in on the skill.
Okay.
All right?
Yeah.
Preparing them, it was preparing them for the Brave New Voices Festival.
Right.
All right? So they would have been training towards that. However, things kind of changed up with the festival. It was supposed to be in San Francisco, I believe, and then they kind of kept it as a local thing. You know, so we had a couple of logistical issues on their end, not really our fault, but big up BNV, big up yourself, all the same. But we was like, we still have all these poems, you know what I mean? All this talent here, and it certainly will not go to waste.
Of course.
So Nerican was one of those buffers, you know, one of those outlets.
Gave the youth the opportunity.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wow. I understand this was one of two girls on the team coming to blast the mic next.
Well, yes. She was the only girl on the traveling team.
Right.
Who would have gone to New York, so she was really holding on that stage by herself.
Right.
And we had a real crowd by us. Kelsey, you know yourself. Kelsey brings squad and thing. Right? And they was making more noise for she than for anybody else. I didn't like that. Kelsey, I did not like that. But she brought the heat. Right? And I guess we will find out that. I guess he was the seat we talking about.
Next we have Kelsey Brown.
Kelsey Brown! Pick up yourself.
The dragon, icon of fairy tales, the type that scares children, the villain that needs to be slain. But I wonder if it is just made up, nothing but the result of an imagination that got a bit too creative. Then is society a real place? Watch how I hoard my gold, keep it tucked away in caves and tax havens on private islands, carefully counting my coins, lest I find a puddle missing from my pool of wealth, because I know there isn't enough for everyone. The ka-ching of money makes my mouth water, salivating in anticipation for more, like Pavlov's dog, because I am a dragon. Now, gold lets me fly freely, a luxury and the epitome of ecstasy, and I see those villagers looking on longingly, longing to taste the joy that could come if they too could fly away from their daily struggles, to be released from the shackles of hungry bellies and crying babies, tax collectors and credit debtors, but oh well. Anyways, so my gold is magical too. It can morph into any key to open any door for any and every opportunity. It melts like butter and greases the hands of friends in higher places. My life in the sky, truly liberating. And only the dragons reign, holding those down below hostage while they wonder where their knight in shining armor is. Who is their hero to defend them with a sword of marks? Who dons the helmet of equity with a transparent shield of integrity? Because these dragons breathe fire, flame, scare us all into submission. Well, I don't really care about the aftermath. I get high off the ashes. My destruction fuels my passion. Can't you see I thrive off exploitation? It ensures that my profits are at a maximum. And why should us dragons have to share anyway? They're just pesky threats trying to take away from me what is mine. What I inherited, I mean stole, I mean embezzle, I mean obtained by taking advantage of others. Sorry, I mean rightfully earned. The reign of dragons will never end, so suck it up and don't buckle under the heat, silly little proletariat. Put on your rose-tinted glasses and watch the fire burn. I mean the fireworks, you see, it's easy to distract. Just throw some cheese and watch the rats race. Anyway, foolish villagers still blame us. Pathetic knights try to tame us. They want me to pay taxes, pay my workers a livable wage. Something about I don't really need millions and billions. as if I owe anyone anything.
Kelsey.
Come on, you see that walk over there? You see she did it? I'm done with you. Okay?
Kelsey.
I'm done with you. Kelsey, big up
up
yourself.
yourself.
Metaphor for your money. What do you know about that kind of metaphor, boy?
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, that's how she talking in the code.
In the
Yeah,
code.
that's that.
Spend the metaphor.
Oh gosh, you know we love it. You know we love it. Kelsey, big up yourself. Yeah.
So that was a bit of Nurika and Cafe.
Yeah.
Files never released, never before seen.
Never released.
Right?
Only the director see it. I never see it at all.
So, but Roots is not just festivals, it's
Yeah,
not
yeah.
just Cascade,
Correct.
right? So, it's the last Tig stage for the year,
Of course.
right? The last Roots Tig we do it for the year.
True.
We take it back to, I believe it was March.
God, yeah, a
This
while
year?
back. Yeah. Yeah.
We were blessed with the opportunity for another big up Isaiah in his absence today on winning the UNDP Peace Challenge for Abyssinia. If we can get it low.
Right, I just stated the mic.
Right?
Director, like I say.
Yeah, so we won the Peace Challenge for our intervention project that we have been doing.
Yeah,
This is the 4th iteration that we will
Correct.
present it to UNDP.
absolutely.
Much love and thanks to UNDP, and Abyssinia season 4 was amazing.
Absolutely.
6
I mean,
weeks. We had a little bit of a rough start, but 6 weeks
Yeah,
with the youth, just teaching them activism through art, using
Yeah, yeah.
poetry to tell their stories.
And of course, bringing awareness to the gender-based violence
Violence as
situation,
well,
making sure
yeah.
that our youths, both the boys and the girls,
Are
are equally
sensitized,
sensitized
yeah.
and aware as to what's going on and how to handle certain situations.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? So it really was really nice.
But what the funny thing was that during Abyssinia, something else was being celebrated, which we felt the need to sensitize the youth about,
Absolutely.
which was International Men's Day. So the next video, stepping away from Cascado a little bit, there's a gift to the nation.
Yeah.
These boys, what they had to say was truly a gift to the nation, because you're really seeing
Oh gosh, you see
in the young man's mind.
the growth in the
Yeah,
mind.
what they expect from us
Yeah.
and what they're seeing.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
The next gift that we want to share with y'all is a video from some of our Abyssinia youth talking to us about male mentorship, which was the theme for International Men's Day 2022.
Let's go.
Good day, I am Roland Bartholomew.
Nathan McKenzie.
Christian Jeffers.
Rickon Glenn.
I am 16 years old.
I'm 17 years old.
I am 16 years of age.
And I am 17 years old.
Like somebody you look up to for guidance and leadership.
Someone who helps, who guides you, show you the right things to do.
A person I take a look up to and Maya.
That is someone who is guiding you because you may be going down a wrong road and they want to put you back on the correct road. Because in this generation, youths like me are going the wrong way and following wrong people and want to be in gang thing.
Yeah, because without a mentor, you just be all day just tormenting people. You need a mentor to have you on track.
So they could guide them and show them the ropes and to be something in life. So I have 2 of them. Both of them is my uncle. I have a female mentor and that's my grandmother.
It's my sister.
I had a mentor, but he passed away. It was my grandfather.
Well, my real uncle, he showed me how to be kind, respectful. He showed me how to grind, hustle, never waste time. The next one is a police officer. He showed me how to be tough, bold, and respectable.
He is a person that's always making sure I stay in school and always be on my education.
He was a mason and I did like the trade, so I would look up to him for guidance on the trade to learn about it more.
My grandmother, well, we wasn't close at first because, I was young and really wanted to be close to anybody. But now, my grandmother wanted me to go the right path now because I was going the wrong path.
she been guiding me ever since. Calling me every day to see how I'm going, making sure I'm home, not lying, you know, just walking around the place. And right now she tell me she want to see me be something in life. I want to make the change. I want to break that chain.
Yeah, man, I mean, you want to be the change, you know, break those chains.
Yeah.
But see me, you know, don't get tired of that one day, you know. You understand? The boy's really coming a long way.
Young men of substance.
Yeah, and you've seen what they're looking for in the mentors. Definitely. And, you know, they know what to be in themselves for them to be mentors.
Exactly.
You know, and that's, too, is what Roots is about, that youth mentorship and creating these youth ambassadors.
Definitely.
You know, in such a positive and unique way as well, you know. So yeah, that was a little taste of the Abbasid.
Yeah, I was really proud of those youths.
Yeah. That graduation, I was
tearing
up. If I could have shown it, that's how I showed it. We go see him at that time. Anything is possible tonight. Yeah, that's how what you never know. You know? So yeah, coming back to the Cascadoo.
Yeah.
The Nurican Cafe, you know, we were talking about, you know, the poets who were traveling and those who couldn't come. You know, they couldn't make for whatever reasons, you know what I mean? Or you know, the visa thing ain't easy, you know. Yeah, that's how it ain't always easy. Alright? So I mean, unfortunately, we had a couple of poets that could not go up to the cafe. However, I mean, we know technology is growing so well.
Yeah, they were part of the team.
They were part of the show.
Yeah.
Right?
Really?
Yeah, I can't explain it, but, you know, we had a BNV showcase. Don't put it like that, all right? You had a little showcase.
We had a BNV showcase in the Cascadoo, in the Nurican Cafe.
Yes and no, all right? So the showcase would have happened a while back, all right? Kind of showing off some of the work that the poems that the poets had already, all right? And we would have recorded it and stuff for our own editing and, you know, for the poets to be able to see how they were able to perform and that kind of thing. And, you know, the guys at Nurican Cafe was so kind and hospitable to us. They were like, here we're going, if you have those videos, we could get it up on a projector, you bring it on like normal, and we will play it and everybody in the cafe will get to feel it and hear it.
Me, everybody on the team, whether they board the flight or not,
they get to touch of that stage. So we on the next, they get to touch of that stage. You understand? So we have two individuals. This is our first group poem vibe for the night. Alright? We have two individuals in the persons of Ray Clark and Tevin Douglas. They're gonna come and bless up the mic with some group poetry. Take it away, fellas.
I was the street corner thug. Run blocks like Bob the Builder that built bridges. Fasting under the street lights and dark pools. Life made Marco Polo. Go foresight in what I did. Now I'm a hoodlum, hood rat. Sold in cigarette ash and smoke. It happened fast like salsa. Cha-cha. Life took 2 steps back in the drain. I was homeless. With bruised face, arms and legs, bleached clothes, old shoes, broken past childhood that felt like nails, piercing flesh. I used to run racket. That was how I danced. Ran the streets, drugs, weapons, I had fame. Ran with a bag over my shoulder. I was a fast dealer. Never fast enough to run the show. I was a crazy cracked out conniving con man without care. The only thing at my foot on the dance floor was malice. Hush money and a mischievous music with a mission. I was hiding. Running from the streets that held rifles and glocks, but I had luck. Always able to step away from death until one day I misstep. Bullets stopped down to here tips. Streets received what they get to dance walls and paid my heart a visit before I paid the money I owed. Spirit drifted and swayed from the junkyard, but I called it cool.
That's it. Oh! Watch out. We did it, watch it. Yeah, they rock that out. If you run life like that,
choreography.
So that is the kind of talent we had.
Yeah, boy.
And that is months before.
Yeah.
Months before we went. So that was done, ready, packaged. Have it. Yeah, understand? So them people working, them fellas working.
Yeah.
You understand? Big up Ray and Tevin.
For the love of the poetry.
How far them from? Tevin from South. And
yeah,
Ray
right by South back there. Ray
behind
South.
Yeah. It has South, and then South. I still feel like Ray could be South.
No,
yeah, understand? Kelsey could be like a South. We are real poets from. You just South. You just regular South.
Okay, surface level South.
Then I know the South and Ray and Jabari.
As a Southerner, we do not like how you are distinguishing us.
South. Sound too big for one sound.
Let's digress from that South rant. So, we in this segment, we see the group poetry. That was the only group poem?
No, of course not. Of course not. No, Brave New Voices is based on group poems.
So you're telling me all you produce?
Quite a few group poems and
Quite a
the
few.
individuals as well.
Nice, nice,
Right?
nice.
So I think up next we could probably have another group. I don't know what the director
Yeah,
said.
please. I would like a next group. And
Yeah.
I would like a next group, but make it a boy and a girl.
A boy and a girl, you understand? So what we're going to bring to the stage, for the first time, the second young lady who was on the team, she didn't get to go up. So there's a mix between one who get to go up and one who didn't get to go up.
But they perform together.
But they perform together. Watch, technology is amazing.
Amazing.
You understand?
2022, we
On the
did it.
taking, we have Alexandria Douglas and we have
Jabari
Jabari Collins. On the take it away.
How to be a creative in a Trinidadian household.
1.
Don't.
Don't give in to the way your hips seem tempted to sway every time a tempo pass.
Ignore the fact that you see a rhythm section every countertop and kitchen table.
Every time you think of a rhyme.
Or feel like your mind might make a melody. Remember that things like lyrics and sweet songs are best left to the birds.
Because up till now, I haven't heard of a man making good money from that yet.
Well, except for the cases where he listens to rule number 2. If you must be a creative, be a soca artist. Or a... No, that can't work.
Well, you could be a... Never mind. They'll crucify you if you even think to try that one. So if you absolutely must be a creative, understand that you are a branding.
If you cannot sing a soca yourself, learn to sing their praises. Master, molding Marsha Montano into a metaphor for timelessness. Perfect the fine art of comparing Patrice Roberts to a steel pan for how sweet they both can sound.
3. Seeing as you've chosen the path of the creative, I think it's fair to assume you have some rebellion in you.
Look at you, able to pick apart the patriarchy with the perfect personification.
But don't you dare think to test the taboos in this country.
Don't act like you don't know that around here every mental illness can be beaten, prayed, or drank away. Don't think to stray from the way you've been grown. You know that family business remains family business. 4, I know you have rebellion in you. I know that every time you have a dream, you put it to paper, push it as far into reality as you can, and then you tell it to us to bring reality into it as much as it can bear. But whenever you think you can turn this trauma into a poem,
remember, there'll be nothing civil about your family's movements.
You know that our households know nothing of rights.
Know nothing of peace.
You know that around here wars are waged on the daily, so they'll warn you.
Don't put God out your thoughts to have the gall, the gumption, the presumption is to be ungrateful for all we've done for you and have our business in these streets.
So rule number 4 is,
don't talk about your trauma. 5, talk about your trauma.
Yes, I know what we just said, but while you must remain silent here, if you want them to feel your words in poetic spaces, you must still give of the depths of your soul.
Your expertise will only ever be seen in how palatable you can make your pain.
So hide your horrors and hypotheticals.
Hide your truth and hyperbole.
Make it seem larger than life, as if this could never be real.
Make it all too real.
Find a way to dwell in your darkness without
letting it consume
you. Group poem. Group poem.
Technology.
Yeah, boy, I see how they, start off. I thought it was 1. I thought the director get it wrong,
No, he did that to deceive we.
Yeah, boy.
He was
And then
trying
come
to
in,
fool
amazing technology. So they both got to perform on the stage together virtually.
Yeah.
Love that.
Yeah. Kind of, I guess, yeah.
Love
But for the showcase, they would have blessed up the mic with that one too.
Definitely.
You know, we just, do some fine tuning.
Of the showcase, right around the showcase time. It was real busy.
Yeah, we are starting our
a lot of sleepless nights.
Yeah.
A lot of long days, different time zones.
The day after, it was for our GPS project, the summit had started. Yeah, we had a week
of international summits.
Yeah, showcases.
Yeah, I want to say the different time zones and the different continents, but I would not because I don't think I'll get it right. But you will hear it just now. So earlier this year we did our GPS Empowerment Summit.
Yeah.
And we just wanted to include it to our gift to the nation because it was so transformative.
Yeah, it was a big part of this year for us.
course.
I mean, it was going on even from before. I
Yeah,
mean,
it went
the summit
on.
was just like the final part.
Yeah,
But a lot of intervention taking place among the countries and parts of the world.
teaching activism through arts, a lot of teaching spoken word, you know.
Absolutely.
Big up our founder, MC Masalwazi, and his team.
Yeah.
Because we just worked to support him. He had his own international team.
Yeah, we were like the
making
lead,
sure we break those geographical boundaries.
Yeah, I mean the time zones.
It was
You
crazy.
should come on the live. Team, if you're on the live, tell me about them time
Yeah,
zones
boy.
on there.
Comment on the live,
Because the
MC.
maths,
Yeah,
you have to
boy,
work
we
out for
had to
them
be-
Zoom meeting
yeah,
and
boy.
them. It
Them
was
plan-
crazy.
Just planning the meetings and airing it. It
Yeah,
was
sometimes I think
crazy.
it's 5 and 6 in the
Oh,
morning.
yeah, boy.
And we talking to somebody from
Reach
Kenya and
all
it's
the way-
afternoon by them.
Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy. But enough from us.
Yeah,
We're going to
yeah,
show
yeah.
you a little snippet of what GPS was. Right? So, director, take it away.
Take it away, man.
Welcome to the Women and Girls Empower Women Summit virtual experience across borders. This summit is designed to provide empowerment, advocacy, to raise awareness of the plight of women and girls across borders by documenting similarities and differences and promoting gender-based violence prevention and gender equality in governance. This summit will be a regional, pedagogical, experiential knowledge share of IVLP alumni between 3 continents, collectively with Trinidad and Tobago, the Bahamas, Ghana, Kenya, Sri Lanka, and India. There are 3 components to the summit. 1, focus group discussions to be held in August of 2021. 2, a 5-day virtual workshop to be held November 22nd through the 26th of 2021. And 3, a global summit to be held April 4th through the 8th of 2022. We want you to think, share your thoughts, views, experiences. Lend your voice as we advocate for equality and equity and navigate towards governance, peace, and security for our women and girls.
I mean, yeah, Joe. I mean,
Always a family team also comment them time zones.
time
Drop
zones.
them.
But I mean, they could probably find it from now, eh?
Exactly. You also, it was 5 countries, 3 different
Continents.
continents.
Yeah.
It was crazy, but
Alright,
it
let me
was
see.
it was enjoyable.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
personally enjoyed the focus group discussions and the actual summits. But yeah, boy.
For me, the summit was really the thing to see. You know, I mean, there's so much of talent. I mean, still kind of narrowed into the gender-based violence and
the
bringing the awareness of it.
empowerment, yeah,
But really to see the different cultures, Joanne,
Definitely.
sharing on the same issue, and we could see the similarities. So this is not just happening here.
In
It's
the
happening
Caribbean.
in Kenya and India, you know. Sri Lanka,
yeah.
it is there. In Bahamas,
And you
it's there as
learn,
well.
Like,
you know.
we learned so much from the different continents. So GPS was a vibe. It
Absolutely.
was really fun.
Yeah. So much love even to the heads of the different countries that were partnering with us as well. You know, all of them, I believe, were really, really helpful and supportive to the cause.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? So it is really nice.
Yeah.
It was really nice. We might have the documentary for you. Yo, I feel like I can make it to a promises on this side. You understand? So at the end of everything, you know, we had a nice culmination of all the work, well, most of the work, you know, the best of the work that was really put forth in the documentary, just sharing the experience of the entire summit, you know, and how far some of the youths have really come, you know. But
So
we'll see.
when it dropped.
Yeah, when it dropped.
When
Let
it
me just say coming soon for
Coming
now.
soon, 2023.
Right? But the date coming soon. It might debut tomorrow night. You might get, I don't know.
Tomorrow is 2023.
I don't know. Well, yeah, technically, it's really day after tomorrow, but
Tomorrow night.
we go see.
We'll see.
Back to the Gascolo. We getting carried away on this GPS thing. Yeah.
Really, it was a really nice project. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, we just sat a ramble and
Yeah,
thing
boy.
on the GPS. Yeah,
So,
understand?
back to the Cascade.
Yeah. We want to know. And you're watching me, I kind of, that's the problem. There.
Who next?
Right?
I
No.
mean, these are unseen files, never before seen.
Yeah. So, I mean, we have a very handsome individual coming next. You know what I mean? And all I mean, he, like everybody else, he wasn't part of the Calendar Poets team, you know, but he was...
I hear he's a long-time coach, like a veteran
Yeah,
or something.
yeah, veteran is a strong word. He was around for a while, you understand? And, well, they tell him, if you never perform in New York Cafe,
Oh, he's not a poet, right? I remember you said
so
that
he
earlier.
had to.
Okay, to prove.
Bless up.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't really know what prove.
I think it's
I
to
mean,
prove.
prove
And
is
I'm
a
sure some
strong
people
word.
on the team would also say it.
I don't know if they needed any proof for anything, you know what I mean? The work speaks for itself.
All
But
right.
I digress. Whoever is this handsome guy?
You want me to bring him up?
I don't want to bring him up.
Fine, I'll bring him on. So coming to the stage, he was on the New York Cafe stage, but he coming to this stage. We have Emmanuel Villafana.
The sound of the bell indicates that class has begun. And as I look around, I see that today is one where smiles fills faces, others' hearts are racing, and a wave of pride fills the atmosphere. I can't breathe, but I'm used to it. Used to the stifling sound of sons whose fathers actually stuck around. You see, today is the day where our dads would speak for us, and their utterances of success would determine which of us is best suited to win life's game. And quite frankly, I'm ashamed, exposed, unable to control the roles that my father played. So when the teacher called my name, well, my daddy couldn't make it today. But she insists that a few words be said anyway. My throat numb, my voice somewhere in lost and found, my heart beating faster than this ongoing conundrum. I'm 4 beats away from the front of the class. 2 beats away. Good day. Good day, class. Well, my daddy is a jacker. My daddy is a jack of all trades. My daddy is a jack of all trades, applying himself to jobs that don't pay. First job, plumber. Daddy's eyes would shine bright every time a cracked pipe was in sight. But in light, Daddy would not ignite these white pipes, so Daddy often enlightened Ma that he wouldn't be coming home at night. If only Daddy was touching these pipes the way he was touching his wife, then maybe Mommy's eyes would stop leaking. But Daddy was no king. Daddy was a jack, so Mommy had to face facts, work hard and fit back pipes to make her home whole. Only to come home and see Daddy hard, fitting his pipes into all the wrong holes. Well, that didn't flow with Ma, so Ma didn't run. Instead, Mommy pulled out a gun. Daddy's throat numb, Daddy's voice somewhere in lost and found, Daddy's heart beating down his chest like a pirate on percussion. Daddy's 2 shots away from being fired. But those 2 shots, they were never fired. It was Mommy's desire to be forgiven. She believed that the threat of death was enough to ensure that he quitted. But deep down, Daddy was still a plumber. And Daddy was a man. So Daddy didn't always understand what Mommy was facing. So as Mommy puts down the gun, Daddy picks up his wrench and he sinks Mommy's face in. What kind of plumber would allow that much water to be wasting, draining? Clearly, Daddy lacked basic training, constantly breaking under the pressure. Bursting with depression, Daddy had become a crack piper, a joker. Nah, my daddy is a jack of all trades, applying himself to more jobs that don't pay. Next job, boxer. Daddy's insecurities are defined by the fine line between pleasure and pain. I'll knock out any woman that looks at her, he's saying. Daddy's gone insane, and it's like the rules of the game changing, because our homes now are boxing ring round 1. Get ready as the atmosphere gets heavy. Wait. The atmosphere gets heavy. Wait. That must mean the heavyweight's home. Great. The heavyweight's face laced with signs of hatred as he burst through the front door wasted. Clearly the heavyweight's been training hard. The heavyweight comes home with punching in a bag. Wait. No, Dad, don't come home with punching in a bag, Dad. Mom might have an hourglass figure, but she isn't made of sand, Daddy. Don't make Mommy a punching bag, Daddy. Don't make Mommy a punching bag, Daddy's punching hard, no chaser. And now Mommy has to suck sword because Daddy's trying to kill her. Oh, the irony that although Daddy's no longer a plumber, he could still make Mommy's eye runny. I guess once you go jack, you never go back. You black, bad, sad excuse for a dad. My daddy was a jack of all trades, applying himself to more jobs that don't pay.
Sound of the bell indicates that class. Okay, just joking. Relax. The colleague and auntie already.
You ready?
Yeah.
You blessed up the mic.
I blessed up the mic, yeah.
In the lyric and
I tell you, yeah.
That means it's a real poet.
Well, so they say. Yeah, understand? It was one or two that I had to perform. The poets would not allow me to not do it. I had to. They forced me.
Some say it's a veteran in this.
At gunpoint. I guess I got on the life, I don't know. But they're ready. They forced me to perform. Yeah, wow. But it was really, really nice. The stage and the vibes, the ambience was nice, and the crowd was real responsive. You know, we was worrying about that too, of course, because, you know, from Trinidad we have the accent and all of that. Difference, you know, and it's really like the difference in culture.
That's what Cascade is about.
But I mean, even in GPS, we saw that what we experienced and they experienced too. Definitely. So it wasn't too difficult for them to be able to relate as well. So, you know, all of the poems, not just this one now we did, you know. But there were some poems that were specifically designed, Josanne, to really talk about us and our culture and our vibe, you know, and what we had to offer.
So, who was the poet?
Well, we had a couple of them. But one who I think we could bring next is our very own Isaiah John. I mean, if only I watched Take the Stage, you would have seen Isaiah already.
Yeah.
You understand?
if you're familiar with when Take the Stage went online, he was the first.
Yeah, he was the first one to carry it. Yeah. Big up Gael TV one time. You understand? They gave us that platform. So, you know, we had Isaiah, and he kind of mixed the spoken word with like the rap and the calypso.
And really puts on a display of our culture.
And that's what we have to do. When we go up there, we have to take it there. You know, it's not just to relate to them, but to educate them as to what's going on here, where our culture is concerned.
Well, Isaiah, come on, take the stage.
Take the stage, Isaiah John. Let's go.
I am the son of Shadow, Resistance, Sparrow, Rudder, Gypsy, the mighty bomber, culture, son of the streets, of pitch roads and crime hotspots, son of the drug block. Yeah, they have not. Some people only see what they want to see, never see what they could be. Just because you're born in the ghetto don't mean they have a chance, because everybody ain't born with the same circumstance or same mindset, same ideology, but I'm here to guide you. Give you some tools for your journey. It will come in handy. Hold this. My auntie always used to say, Isaiah, you need to say Psalm 23. Because we had to break the cycle. You see, this prophet not trying to profit offer you, are trying to teach you survival. The manual to the streets. How to navigate the main roads and the back roads before you reach the highway. Show you stories of success. Show you even that even though you have less, you could still make it. Never fake it, because we tired of our sons and daughters becoming folklore. We fed up on the same story replaying over and over and over. So listen, you hear that? The rhythm coming in is time for you to follow your dream. Shake the place, show them that is not what it seems. You see, cash rules everything, yeah, but not me. You could never forget where you come from, home of the steel pan and the blue steel. Not because your friends ride with you means that they real. Create your own path, yeah. Work on your art, because we moving forward together. We creating jobs that was never there before. Coming out of the system is the real art of war, so free your mind, free your soul. If you don't know yourself, you can never be whole. I am the son of Shadow, Resistance, Sparrow, Rudder, Gypsy, Bomber, Soldier for we culture. Another one like me, there is no other, because my place is set in stone. It's time for you to create your path, and remember that you're not alone. You see, knowledge is power and guidance is key. We've been fighting forever, so forever we free. We've been fighting forever, so forever we free. Forge from the love, yeah, that is we. So forever we free, yeah, forever we free. No place in this world that I rather be than sweet tea and tea. We 60 years removed from the queen, so forever we free, yeah, forever we free, and forever we are free. Thank you very much, yeah.
Forever we free.
Forever we free. Yeah, the Rhapsody. I see how it coming. Yeah.
That's what we just be talking about. You understand? So who didn't know? They know now.
Of course.
We go in New York, we go in India, we go in Kenya. I just call it GPS. Yes. We go in everywhere with it. You understand? So, you know, much love to our very own Isaiah, that's interventions coordinator there for you. Multi-talented guys.
Of course.
Spoken word, he doing the rap. The album. Isaiah waiting for the album, eh? If you know, you know. We waited on the album. The album had to come out soon.
Maybe if my premiere and I'll take the stage. Who knows?
Who knows? The next thing, the stage too far. I want it now.
You want it
You
now.
understand? You understand? But
Right.
it's all good vibes, you know. So that's all very nice there.
So I wanted to digress a little bit. You said that how we had 2 young ladies on the team.
Yeah.
I only see one.
Well, you saw one who hold the stage by herself. That's Kelsey.
Yeah.
And then we
Who's
saw
the
the other
other?
one, Alex, who was with Jabari's poem.
Right.
But what I think we should do, we should give Alex a chance to bless the mic on her own.
Yes.
You know?
I hope she does this poem that is so. We really use Alex poem. We really use Alex poem because again, it's real relatable.
Yeah.
She touched on in one of our Abyssinia orientations because we were dealing with gender-based violence.
Right.
And yeah, that's just a.
Yeah, this was one of the.
good poem.
Yeah. How big? I ain't gonna sell all the lines.
just
and
put
thing.
it now.
I hope
Go
Jaron.
on.
I hope Jaron could play it in the back there, right? So we have our very own. Now, if you see this one, you might find it a little short. Part of the BNP criteria, or the Brave New Voices criteria, is that they not only have the 3-minute poems, which is the standard length for most poems, but they also have the 1-minute poems. And that's really, I mean, if you have done English, the summary writing is one of the hardest things to do. So it's ready to put in all the information in a coherent, nice manner.
Yeah.
Still get your
With
point home.
With your similes, metaphors.
All the
of
literary
that
devices.
In 1 minute.
In 1 minute.
Wow.
Yeah. So, and Alex was able to do that. Right, I think easy. You know,
Really?
she's a boss. She's a boss. Alex, big up yourself. Right? So you can bring she next.
Yeah,
You say,
bring
Josanne.
into the stage, Alexandria Douglas.
Douglas.
Oi, nah. How do you feel about men wanting to conquer you? To say they got there first, wanting something glowing with its voluminous curves to claim it for their own. Some days the curvature of you is sharp enough to cut the black surrounding you. We see your resilience, the scars you bear from the brunt of stones flying at you, the weight of people thinking they can judge you. The world gazes at your beauty, knows we need you. For you control our climate, you should be revered. Yet men want to fly up, land on you, use you as a measuring stick for how long their rockets are. They want the taste of your gravity-defying landscape to say they moonwalked, not caring about tainting your pure essence, your silvery luminescence. How do you deal with it, Luna? Let's say, because I'm afraid of being the next unconquered woman in a man's eyes.
That's not real fair.
How big their rockets are.
And that's what you got from it.
I mean, that's a bar. That is a bar. Who Vex lost.
Meanwhile, I am
but
here.
she running the Meta Luna rockets
Yes, Emmanuel, yes. But she's
for the
also-
ego.
But she's also telling her story as a woman.
If Alex, if I like the line, right? I like the line.
And Alex, I like the message. Okay? I like the
No, that was
extended
part of
message.
the message, Josanne.
Anyway, so that
She
was
just do the
Alex-
thing. You see, she do the thing. She wanted you to.
That was Alexandria Douglas. And her rendition of a 1-minute poem,
Yeah.
Luna.
Definitely.
Alex, big up yourself.
Make
Amazing.
up yourself. Yeah. I think we could take a little pull back now on the
poetry.
well, for a little bit.
For a little bit. So
You know what I mean? We spoke about the Abyssinia, we spoke about the GPS. But those were not the only thing, of course. And Cascadoo, and Take the Stage. We was doing even more than that.
Real thing
You know what I mean? So
2022 was a busy, fruitful, blessed year for Roots Foundation.
absolutely, it was really a nice experience.
Another partner that we had this year was a group of special ladies, special to us, special in our heart. Sir Optimus, Port of Spain, and they partnered with us. So when they came to us, they was like, Roots Foundation, we want you to teach spoken word poetry, gender-based violence,
And with climate change.
Climate change.
And yeah, stuff on climate and growth
And
for
growth.
plants and trees and that kind of thing. So we have to find a way to mix
all those 4 things
all of that together.
together. But whatever you need, Roots Foundation have.
Oh, yeah.
So we did it, and we did it. It was 6 weeks with primary school children, standard 4s, teaching them about self-growth, how to grow plants,
Yeah.
climate change, recycling, and gender-based violence. And
Yeah.
these, I mean, I thought it was a lot, What do you standard for us?
Could more than handle
Yeah,
it.
boy. They
Everything
just
that we throw at them.
and them they miss sir.
Absolutely.
They were that like right there. Everything was clicking.
Yeah, I think they were really, really attentive, really open.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, the first class always is the one where everybody's kind of reserved and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
But from the time they ease into it, you know, just showing them the importance of just as a plant needs that safe space to grow, they as individuals, as
Need
young
that.
boys and girls, need that safe space to grow that nurturing as well.
boy.
You know.
Oh, what? Don't talk about for the poetry. They really,
boy,
need
yeah.
it. They really. Oh my god.
Yeah, they had some really good stuff. So I think we could take a look at at least some pictures if that could
some
be possible.
highlights about this program. So it was with Seroptimus
Yeah.
International.
Good. So yeah, we have a couple of shots here with them.
Seroptimus International.
Yeah, what you together on them now? What they calling them?
Two schools.
Two
so
schools, that's
you see
correct.
Here, this was St. Crispin's.
Yeah.
And Lincoln, right?
Yeah.
And yeah, they look child.
That's the guy behind the controls today, eh?
Yeah.
Water in the topsoil, the manual and thing.
Yeah, they're all
Chunking up
loved
inside
it.
of it.
They loved digging up.
Look at it.
Digging up in the topsoil.
Yeah, so it's really nice to, you know.
This was St. Agnes Anglican, so it was with two primary schools.
And we
St.
took two
Crispin's
classes
and
for
Agnes.
this one, I
Yeah,
think.
boy.
Yeah,
It
so
was
we-
close to 50.
Close to
around
50, 47, 50 students.
Yeah.
You know, that we were,
We
hey.
partnered with Shango as well.
Dr. Shango. And he was really handling,
us, yeah.
you know, that agricultural aspect of it. You know,
As much as they were learning, we were learning.
we were learning as, yeah, so true. You know what I mean? I think he had a lot to say as well. And
Yeah, this is them. They reuse the little water bottles.
yeah, reduce, reuse, recycle.
Recycle,
Yeah,
yeah.
they cut it and they put anything inside of it. He hand dirty still all kind of thing. Back and out with them to wash hands and thing after and all. You know, like,
Very
look
proud
at
of
the
their
girls.
plants and things.
Yeah, and they full of the thing with the manual and the topsoil and thing.
Yeah.
You know, look how very own boss in the back there. And there's some of the products of their work.
Yeah,
Look at how
boy.
nice it
Grew.
is
When they see
looking.
it grow, they was like, oh my god.
Yeah, a lot of short-term crops and thing was in this mix here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it grew relatively quickly, you know, and I think they like that as well.
Yeah.
You know?
To see the labor of their work.
Yeah, really nice one here as
So
well.
short, so quick.
So they had to actually come outside for some of these. Like this one, we came out
Which
of the
is
building.
another thing that they enjoyed, being out of the classroom and just being hands-on in their learning.
Yeah, and I think it's so important to, you know, learning is not just in the classroom. You know what I mean? That's something we always have to remember. Learning is not just in the classroom.
Definitely.
It's out of the classroom, you know, outside, getting your hands dirty, getting your feet wet, you know, for lack of a better word.
Yeah,
I mean,
literally.
yeah, and they were really happy, you know, just to get outside, you know,
Be
and really have a good time.
participative in their learning.
Yeah. And I mean, they were anxious to do it, you know what I mean? So much love to those youths, you know, and we saw the products. Not only the physical,
And
but
they
like,
got to carry home a plant.
Yeah,
Not
yeah.
just, as you say, not just the physical. They carried home a plant and a poem. They were poets at the end of the
Yeah.
At the end of the 6 weeks, they were poets.
yeah, they were creatives and they created poems and plants.
Yeah.
Like a lot of things coming out of there. So much love to our students, of course, Dr. Shango and the whole Seroptimus International team.
It was so fun partnering with you all this year.
Yeah. Every time we partner with them is a movie, you know. It is a movie. So it's not the first time we were with Seroptimus. So of course it was really nice to see them again and, you know, just to share that vibe with them afterwards, you know. So yeah, one of the many that are done.
So getting back to the gift.
We just ramble.
Yeah, we just ramble. We get
Because
we
it is
get
with vibes,
yeah,
eh?
it's such fun work.
I want to talk about that more. If I had, where do we plant?
Where you planted?
I go down for one plant and come back.
Where you
I
planted?
could bring
Is
it to you and
alive?
straight. Though you see when you start to talk to me so, I don't like your tone.
Okay.
I don't like your
I
tone.
never see this plant before, guys.
Just really relax yourself. That plant growing in a controlled environment is a safe space with nurturing and love
Listen.
and none of the greenhouse
The amount
gases
that
and
you're
all them
talking,
kind of thing.
The amount that you're talking, yeah, you sound like you have something to
Let me move on now. Let me move
yeah,
on.
let me
There you
move
go.
on.
There
I
you
don't
go.
believe
What else
that.
we have in the lineup again? There?
Back to the gift to the nation.
That was a gift to the nation, though. That wasn't a gift. Director.
It really was.
Director.
No,
Was that
I
not a gift to the
I
nation?
don't disagree with it. It really was. The gift of food and planted, yeah.
Yeah, it was a vibe. But I understand what you're saying. So we
Yes.
have, what we're
So
going
we have another, performance from our never before seen files.
Ah.
Yeah.
Okay, and who are touching up this mic, so?
back where the heavy hits are. The girls, the women. Kelsey.
Oh, yeah, Kelsey touching on the stage again.
Again, yeah.
Well, let me organize, Kelsey Brown. Take the stage.
Breakup. A story dating back to indigenous love is coming to an end. Curtains now close, the highs do not outweigh lows, and I can no longer sustain you. Is it hot in here? Or is this relationship suffocating me? You leached on me, lingering like parasite, breaching my boundaries, draining my life source, ruthlessly raiding my treasures, pleasured, pilfered, offering nothing but waste in return. Beauty for ashes. As if your red flags weren't enough of a warning, a smoke signal. I watch you burn me down to tree stumps and strip savannas, to barren land and melted glaciers that flow as tears. Here comes the flood of emotions. Red stuffy nose due to erupt with snot like lava. This is how sadness turns to anger. Here you are, mouth agape, unready to grieve, unwilling to believe. But how dare you act shocked? Confused. It seems as though the polluting fumes you spew suddenly have an effect on you. Did you forget your abuse? You pick and choose what to repress and what to accept, so climate change doesn't exist and I'm being dramatic. Climate change doesn't exist and I'm being dramatic. You suffer disease, disaster, one after the other, then blame me. But you forgot behind it all, you were the grandmaster. In this narrative, you can't be both author and antagonist. Where I was once sunny and warm, you touch me and now ice cold. Then it becomes too hot and you beg for snow. Well, your mood swings are out of control. No, they just change with the weather. And if you couldn't weather the storm, then why did you provoke me to thunderclaps of disdain? I am not violent, but the environment has changed and I no longer feel safe. But you try to fix mistakes. Hope that I heal, pray that I prosper, and sometimes I do. On some days I exist in abundance, a season of fertility, fruits of my labor in an ecosystem of green peace, with lush greens, gentle seas and breeze to breathe back life into you. The love you give is reciprocated tenfold, yet still you dig a deeper hole. Expand your exploitation because dollar signs have made you blind, have made you turn against me. I wish this feeling of affection was mutual. I wish that my name was carved on the tree trunk of your heart, planet Earth. But alas, your ignorance will be your end, your carelessness your demise. So go on, ignore my calls, laugh, eat, be merry. Pride always comes before a fall. As I say goodbye, just know, it's not me, it's you.
Talia bringing the heat.
It's not me. It's not me. You can see the attitude right through. I can see walk up the stage first time. I'm done. And then it's not me.
It's you.
It's you. Right? It's you, Josan. It's not me. It's a good boy.
It's not for me. Let's get that one thing straight.
Yeah, that's
that. But before I fight breakers, let me just
let
back in because
Yeah.
Size enough.
Put up your hands there. I ain't playing now. I do my senior course and thing, you know. I ain't playing now with you. That's right. I am aware and I am not comfortable. Right? So who you next? Who you do next?
Next wasn't a calendar poet. This person is in a class of his own.
For real? Yeah, no one like him.
Yeah, and he actually brought some Trinbago culture to New York, to the New Yorker Cafe.
Yeah.
Because he's not a poet, that's just hey.
Yeah, poetess, you do poetry, he's like, okay, next thing.
Next level.
You understand? So, yeah, we have...
Next. You
alright, so we have the CEO and founder of the Oral Traditions Roots Foundation. Now, if I call him MT Masalwazi, you will get vexed.
How you gonna say that?
Right? So I have to introduce him as the story speller. Come just spell some words for you. Take it away, story speller.
I was here the last time and I asked my friend by the bar to spell Venezuela. She did not. Then I asked Ralph and he tried a trick. So, I want to ask my school, this gentleman here, we went to school together, secondary school, and what's very bright, eh? So I want him to spell pharmacy. I don't understand You're not supposed to be afraid of the peregrinads. So let me spell pharmacy. Jero say a man went to a farm. I see. So, Jeros, let me get a story about me. I grew up with my mom. Then my granny. She never did nothing artificial. Everything is natural. We grew up on Vervine Bush tea, the original breakfast supplemental. One day, I and Granny going down the road. We just left the market with a real heavy load. Ma say, God bless me eyesight. Look who come in. But I looking around and I'm not recognizing who this ma seeing. Now my granny, she wear glasses. She had real good eyesight. She just use cucumbers in her eyes before she sleep at night. It's only when we get closer, then I realize who it is ma saw with chibi eyes. My granny's vision does really amaze me. I was real shocked to know how far ma see. That's how to spell pharmacy.
Yeah.
Did you get that?
How far ma see. Now, I had a thing with empty money that I had kind of make up.
Wow.
So here it does go. I know it's not a pero thing, eh?
My God.
It's not a pero thing. So, at time, you know, he outside and his mother tell him to go by the barrel. I want to wash some clothes. And to go in the barrel and take out some water and bring. Right? Bring some, listen to me and bring some water and bring.
Okay.
So when he went, the mother find taking long. He said, so what happened? He say, it empty ma. It empty ma.
I think you should leave the story spelling to the story.
No, it's not for everybody, yeah? I couldn't do it as with the rhyme and thing, but all they understand it. Empty ma is the mother.
And so you can drop how you feel about that.
Empty ma sure like that. That was a big
That's
one.
beyond it. Anyway.
That's a real good. I don't care about nobody. I like that one.
You're proud of
You want to
yourself?
move on? Look how quick you want to move
Yes.
on. I don't like that.
You proud of that one?
I don't like how you're talking. I'm not comfortable. This is not a safe space.
It's a very safe space. So,
What are we doing next year?
we're coming down to the end, you know.
Yeah, winding down. I mean, the time is fast spent. It's after 8. After 8 already. And we started around 7. So, you know, we want to keep the people. That wasn't even full Trinity time. It was like 7:10. Full Trinity time is 7:45 at thing. We go talk about that. I don't try that too. Right? And we want to add, you know, to the lineup. We would have heard, you know, the first poet of the day was Brandon Butcher. Right? And he was on the traveling team.
Yes.
You know, he's the cousin of Isaiah John. Right?
I find they didn't look familiar.
They look familiar.
Yeah, they look
song a little bit familiar too.
Yeah.
But the poems that they have is different vibes. They're both going through different things and that kind of vibe. You know? So, what we said we would have done this time is really kind of introduce another poet. So, there's one that we still haven't brought to the stage yet.
Wait, other team was relevant?
Yeah, it's all about
Wow.
Alright? So, we have our own Sharon Ruiz. Alright? And because, of course, we spoke about... Yeah. He's the director.
Right.
The man multi-talented.
Wait,
He's directing the show. All you seeing me, hearing me, gonna think?
And he's a poet?
And he's a poet.
Just
and
like
he is
Isaiah,
in the group.
intervention coordinator and poet.
Correct. I'm telling
So
you.
what you
Excuse me. Like, don't get into my business. Don't mind my business. On the live you go ask me that again. Don't study about me. Right? I am host and poet once in a while.
Once in a while. That's what he said.
Alright, the handsomest one.
So when you're trying to say Brandon and Jaron do a poem together.
They did a poem
so it's
together.
another group poem.
Correct, yeah.
Lovely.
This was in preparation
I really
for
like the
BNB.
group poems.
Yeah. And maybe who knows, we might give Jaron a shot to handle the stage by himself
A little
after
something.
that too. You never know. Jaron, you know, anything possible, he here.
Yeah.
Right? So, Jaron and Brandon, only take the stage now, man.
Hands up. Don't move and put your hands up. If you breathe, I will shoot and you will bleed, so please don't move and put your hands up.
Hands up. Don't move and put your hands up. If you blink, I would think that you're reaching for a weapon, so don't move and put your hands up.
Now tell me your name.
No, get on the ground. Tell me your name and get on the ground. Tell me your name but don't make a sound. Hey, watch the tone of your silence. You know that I prone to get violent, but little flighty you don't.
So you best watch your tone if you want to make it home tonight, son. But don't you worry, it's alright, son. We just need to see some license and registration.
Yeah, I want to make the snappy hair a demonstration. So Officer B, follow the lead, hands up. Don't move and put your hands up. You don't know that a lie is nothing to fabricate. When I was given this badge, I was designated to the defamation of man, black man. You don't understand the reach we have. The United States isn't the only nation where these streets are bad.
Justice has abandoned man globally.
But when it happens in America, this, just in, a black man named Justin was just killed by blah blah blah. Tonight isn't about them, it's about you. So young recruit, tell them the truth.
Now I know you're still holding on to hope that you will make it home, but buddy, let it go.
Yes,
here's how this is gonna go.
You see this pistol in my hand, I'm gonna let it blow.
2 shots, one to your stomach and one to your chest. It's showing a hole straight through.
Your heart no longer have a metronome.
You know in them TV shows where the bullet barely misses the vital organs.
Yeah, well not in this episode, but now we move past the jokes. You know, get to the fire and move past the smoke.
It's about time we put your name after a hashtag. I want to see people marching and a white fist on a black flag. Which companies get whitelist and which ones make you feel backstabbed by not making a post. It's about time we make your living soul a ghost. And it have no rhyme or reason.
Remember, it's not about you, it's about me. You can believe whatever you want to believe in, but if it wasn't you, it would have just been another innocent human being. But you don't know what power does to a man. The feeling I get when I put on this uniform and badge. You know what? Let me just show you. Show me your hands. Get on your knees and hold your stance. Put your face to the concrete and do the same with your palms. Ah! Forget this. Bam! Wow. He was armed.
He was armed.
And dangerous. The man took a stand, reached for his waist and then dangerous.
We did what we had to do.
Did what we needed to do. Now I know you don't want to get into no trouble, so let's keep this between me and you.
Welcome to Take the... Nah, this is my stage. Josan and Emmanuel cleared the room because they had to listen to what I say. A gift to the nation should have really just been a picture of my face because my name is the Midnight Robber. Come inside of your house and others wake up in the morning drinking sanitizer for breakfast. Come inside of your house, bother your mother because your father not doing a good enough job. When you see me, you just stand up in fear, your whole common sense getting robbed. But if we're being honest, when it come to common sense, you didn't have much when I turn 1. When I turn 1. People, when I turn 1, I invent the fire to make the fire come. When I turn 2, I use the sun as an ice cube to cool off a drink. Walk into establishments without washing my hands by the sink. But I have an address to the nation. My friends and I are not just something you could get a taste of. Blue Devil getting the face shaved, baby doll doing she makeup. Our celebrations will still survive after pay cuts. Trinidad, all you had to wake up. I's not a baker, but I still get my cake up. I am the Midnight Robber. When I turn 3, I sneezed and created the 7 seas. When I turned 4, had a conversation with God. Tell him the people relationship looking a little too peaceful. Left an invented horn. The best part about me, I'll be here after you're gone. Terrorizing your children. Memorizing their nightmares. Write it down so I know what to give them. When you hear my name, be scared. When you think about my face, be where you already lost after your thoughts about my face. You could never forget till you go tell the next helpless soul. I've been here for decades, centuries, since the beginning of time. Tell me, who have a better hold? When I turn 5,
I get fed up of the darkness and said, let there be light. Give the credit to God because he needed something to write. When I turned 6, I invented firearms to pass from hand to hand, which meant hand-to-hand combat no longer exists. A man thought they were throwing fists. His opponent pull out a piece and empty a clip. The man fall to the ground. He piece fall out and now he feeling tricked. Basically what I'm saying is, when I turned 6, I was the reason the man them start picking up sticks. Now, it is the season to cause chaos, carnage, and anarchy for any reason. If there's any children on the live, please listen to everything I say, because my name is the Christmas Rubber #1. I have a bone to pick with some of these songs. How every year we just let that woman get back on top. All I want for Christmas is to rip off my ears to get it to stop. And I don't want to hear no more Yankee Christmas Carol. That ain't walking here tonight. I'm the reason every child in Trinidad know all the words in this song. I'm feeling to put something in your mouth. And you know what I'm talking about. Speaking of putting things in mouths, when the man asked Leroy where he mother gone, why he lie and say she gone parang? Leroy must have been covering for she, because the last time I checked, Leroy mother was under covers and sheets by me. Okay, Leroy didn't lie. He just wasn't right, because you'd swear I was the lead singer of the band the way I was giving she pipes. Number 2. Number 2. I have a bone to pick with some of these Christmas foods. You think you're making a boss food for the lime? You see that same lime? I'm making sure food poisoning come in it. But before we get to that, some time ago, I signed a deal with the devil himself. I tell him I do all his biddings on earth as long as he do one thing for me. All I want is a special place in hell, designated to everybody who does put raisin in pastel. You're nasty. I need to break the fourth wall to say, if you're coming with a plate full of that, then walk straight past me. As we on food, is the reason people just make black cake without rum in it. Yeah, remember that same food? It's for that same lime you think you're making for a boss lime. That same food, I'm making sure food poisoning come in it. Yeah, enjoy your Boxing Day holiday in your house with 1 bathroom. Number 3. I want to know, who is the Grinch that stole Christmas? Men don't know who is me. I am the Christmas Rubber. I could make carolers out of gangsters, church boys out of gunmen. Christmas is my season. I dare somebody to stop me. I is the reason that people let's go in the grocery the week before Christmas. Trinis know when the line going and belong, but the stupidity is something they can't resist much. I am the reason that you can't get your son that one gift that's in high demand. And I am that distraction in your house that has caused you to burn your ham. So don't play with me. I've literally seen death. You hearing all the things I do and Christmas ain't even reached yet. So when you stop and you wonder who's the man that's on top of everything, don't forget the name of the midnight Christmas Rubber.
I am not ashamed to say that the best gift I ever received was from my ex. Yes, though it wasn't something tangible, I believe my satisfaction from that present honestly makes me look forward to the next time that we meet, a longing in my soul for another lesson that she could teach. I mean, even though sometimes it seems she seeks to make me weak, I still say it's all about perspective. So not because she left me alone means that I was neglected. No, she ever so often comes back and check in, gifting me with her presence, a present that is honestly not worth rejecting because I learned from it. Now, I know this poem might get a lot of question because I mean, how could your best gift be from an ex when most normal people usually press fast forward and move on instead of reminisce? I'm no, it's not a tabanka I catch. I'm no, I'm not in my feelings as some might suggest. It's just, I really love this gift this girl gave to me. In fact, even though she lives in the far corners of my mind, I find myself wandering off track, at times lost in her eyes, trying to understand the lies that she told to me, making sense of the past before they are too old to retrieve. You see, yes, we might fall out and I might stumble at times, back Into her arms I could never move forward and find myself, yet still we come together and put aside our grievances. Because honestly, the best gift I ever received was from my experiences.
So, we need to
When
unpack
I turned 1,
what just happened there? What really just happened there?
the
We had
midnight
a...
rubber, we were supposed to come back.
We had a group poem.
Right.
And we were supposed to come back after the group
And
poem.
then next thing I remember, I wake up and the midnight rubber was performing the poem, but I was tied up in the next room.
I don't even know where I was. I blacked out.
Well, I don't know. I see you come out the same time I come out from our next room. So he take 2 hours. Knock me out.
Take over the stage.
He's a midnight rubber. He take my mic. I see my mic disappear. He know to take the mic too.
Yeah, boy. That man bad.
I tell you, that's not easy. It's not easy. So yeah, I mean, that was, what's his name? Gerard Ruiz.
Midnight
He
Christmas
came in
rubber.
and the thing, he was so nice in the other one.
Yeah,
Don't
because
move.
he had performed.
But he was still aggressive,
No,
eh?
yeah. So we noticing a pattern. Red flag.
Then literally take over the show.
Yep.
Move that chair.
And say what? You know what? All you need time to catch all this up. Try next poem. He said, try next poem, you know.
No, I don't even know how he did it.
How you do that?
I don't know. I was still tired.
Crazy.
I only come out in time to sit down here.
Crazy.
At the end of that next poem, that I play with Brandon only. That's all I know. That is it. It's an easy.
It really ain't easy.
You tell him we time to wrap up.
Yeah, boy.
There's this side he's saying he need to end the show too, because I don't feel he would like it.
If we continue.
if we keep going long after this. You understand? So I mean,
Okay. Like while we recover, do enjoy this next video of one of our Take the Stage veterans.
one of our most loyal
Yeah, boy, anytime.
supporters.
Call him
And
up.
it's not just for this talent he bring in here.
Yeah, boy.
When we call him for food too.
Yeah, boy,
You
anytime.
understand?
Call him up.
I could get you plug Eiffel's Catering. Pick up yourself. Pick up yourself one time. I wish I could have get down in the thing here, but I don't know the director. I could organize that in time. Eiffel's Catering, pick up yourself. So the man does have, he's a very diverse guy as well. Amazing cook, also amazing singer.
Yeah.
And amazing supporter as well.
Yeah.
He is arguably one of our most common
Yeah, frequent
flyers
I'll
will take the stage.
yeah.
Always say he send a video, he will come in person.
Yeah, once you
Always.
ask, he's saying
You know.
yes.
Yeah.
So, to end it off real nice, Aaron Eiffel, take
Take
the
it
stage
away.
once again.
Hang all the mistletoes. I'm gonna get to know you better this Christmas. And as we trim the tree, how much fun it's gonna be together. Oh, this Christmas, the fireside is blazing bright. Oh, while we caroling through the night. And this Christmas will be a very special Christmas for me. Presents and cards are here. My world is filled with cheer and you. This Christmas, and as I look around, your eyes outshine the time they do. This Christmas, the fireside is blazing bright. Oh, while we caroling through the night. And this Christmas will be a very special Christmas for me. Yeah. And this Christmas will be a very special Christmas for me. Yeah.
Gets me every time.
Every time. You know.
Big up you and thank you for your support.
Yeah, I would like some. You could get a little music in the background, Jaron. Give me a little thing now. Slide now. Slide a little thing, not too much. You understand?
We're wrapping up the final take the stage of the year.
Gift to the nation.
Gift to the nations. I really hope you all enjoyed the gift. You know, these were never before files. I see it live with it. I never see it before.
Yeah.
So in wrapping up, we just want to say thanks.
Yeah.
First of all, we'd like to thank Mr. and Tima Solwazi for creating an organization which offers, intervention, festivals,
and media,
a platform, a safe space to do this. So, Tima, much thanks to you.
Yeah.
Thankful for all our partners, our stakeholders, our supporters. Big up in a special way, especially this year for UNDP and Summer Optimist, as well as the IVF Alumni Fund. Those were some of our highlights projects this year,
Yeah, definitely. Some of the good stuff that we do.
Big up our calendar poets.
Yeah,
and
the poets, they really brought it, Josanne. Of course, much love to the New York Cafe as well.
And all our partners in New York. There is such a big part of this trip, and we hope to partner again with you.
It was really, really nice to bless up the mic. Even better to be able to share it with you all this evening.
Exactly.
Really show off the talent of these youths. They were able to travel abroad. So we really are grateful for the opportunity to go. Sports and Culture Fund as well for helping us with tickets to actually reach. So we're very, very grateful to them. And it really was a vibe. US Embassy for GPS. Of course, much love to them. And that fun as well doing.
And our international partners from all over those types. And Tima posted it in the Facebook Live.
Look at check the time zones. It was really crazy. But we made it through another year, and it's only bigger and better things going forward. Oh God,
Team for your money.
Oh, sorry. Embarrassing, man. Live TV.
Sorry.
Yeah, understand. But I want to big up Josanne. I shouldn't big you up first. I big it up Josanne. Project coordinator, Roots Foundation, and host today. She put on the dress and take. Let's see what's going on here. You understand? The dress is on. Right? So much love to Josanne. You understand? Bringing the vibes.
Much love to you. The other thing that he didn't want to say, he played Bashful, media coordinator.
Big up Manny Media Studios on that. Big up Beyond the Lens as well. One time. Yeah, that's sad. I'll big it up one time. I'll make sure and like up the pages and thing as well.
All the online take the stages and all the media stuff. Thank you, Emmanuel, for your service. Big up Isaiah in his absence.
In his absence, Isaiah. You can roll with it. Isaiah. My eyes on you. My eyes on you.
We missed you this evening, Isaiah.
Yeah, that's sad. We missed you.
Where is he?
Yeah, right, true. It's really, even I take the stage fully without Isaiah, it's feeling strange.
Yeah.
You understand? But we have people here to make it do.
Yeah.
The man on the control.
The director of the evening. Don't mind he take over.
Yeah,
the person of the midnight wrap-up.
But he really has come such a long way, you know what I mean? Just starting off as a simple poet in that sense of the word. He went up to the group poems, he taken over the shows, and now he has he's vested in the media and the directing. So everything that you heard and saw today was Jaron Ruiz, alright? So much love to Jaron, our in-house festivals coordinator as well. So much thanks to Jaron Ruiz.
If we did not mention you, we apologize, but you are within our hearts.
I'm crying.
Everybody who has been with us on this journey, this crazy journey of Roots Foundation. We thank you for just, blessing us with your support, with your love, Thanks so much. And we wish you and your family, from our Roots family to yours, all the best for 2023.
My hand audition.
It's Christmas and there's a look around. Your eyes outshine, it's how they do. fireside is blazing.